The Melgeek Made 68 Air is a 65%, that's 68 keys for the uninitiated, compact form factor keyboard that's all about the minimalistic vibes. It's one of the first low profile keyboards I've seen touting these little magnetic switches, and even cooler, it's got a web UI. I'm not a sleek minimal person. I mean, I hang up all my tech on the wall behind me like trophies. But I know you guys are out there, and I'm not gonna let any of my personal bias get in the way telling you about this keyboard. I'm gonna be straightforward, I'm gonna be unbiased, and... Is that a flat typing profile? Disgusting. Who in their right mind would want a flat? For $140, Melgeek delivers a very nice experience from the get-go, giving us a very well-packaged product. The box is sleek and minimal, reflecting its less is more design philosophy, while telling us everything we need to know about the product inside. We'll find a USB-C to USB Type-A cable, a keycap puller tool, documentation, extra keycaps, and the Made Air 68. Oh, and these cute little bee stickers. They're so cute. Let me tell you, the Made 68 Air feels very sturdy in the hand, sporting a plastic chassis and metal frame. Giving it the old flex test, we'll see that this thing barely budges. And that's most likely because of the use of a specific PCB mounting style. We've seen tray mounts and gasket mounts before, but the Made 68 Air uses an integrated plate mount. You can see how the top of the keyboard wraps around the edge with no appearance of a top plate. That's because in an integrated mount, the top plate and the case are the same piece. That's how they're able to achieve the low profile form factor while retaining the board's rigidity. We'll find that there's not much branding on it, which is something I'm a fan of, with the only markings being on the lower right hand side and on the back of the keyboard. We got adjustable feet as well, giving us a total of 2 typing angles. The Made 68 Air comes in 2 distinct color options. There's the purple version that we have here today, but they also sell a pink variant. Personally, I think the purple is the better looking of the two. Needless to say, the most captivating part of this keyboard is the LED light located at the top. The box light is fully RGB addressable through the web UI, and it took me by surprise that the diffusing purple tint doesn't change the color values as much as you think it would. You can basically change it to any color except pure white. I think the coolest option available though is the preset titled Rainbow Swirl. It's so unicorn vomit that it hurts. I mean, look at it. I love it. There are a few other unique features worth mentioning. First, we have the dynamic switch located near the USB port. This allows you to switch between different profiles that you have stored on the keyboard's local memory. We can switch between a total of 3 profiles. As I mentioned before, the typing profile is completely flat, which personally I'm just not a fan of, but that's just my personal preference. If you like having flat typing profiles, then there's nothing wrong with that. The keycaps are made of PBT, they're very smooth to the touch, and they have these very unique legends on them. They don't list it on the website, but I think these are dye sublimated. You can't see any other keycap color on the back of it. It's just one color. So I'm almost positive these are dye sublimated. I don't think they're printed either because I've rubbed them a whole bunch and nothing's coming off. So I'm pretty sure these are dye sublimated. Hey, subscribe. Since the keycaps are dye sublimated, the ink is cooked into the plastic instead of being printed on the surface. This is like a tattoo for your keycaps, and I think that's how they got them so crisp, with the added bonus of being super durable. And I mean, look at these legends, guys. I really like it when brands put the extra effort into making something that's unique to them. However, there is no RGB shine through, so if that's a requirement for you, then you may want to consider swapping out the keycaps for something else, but you'll have slim pickings since there's not many replacements for a flat typing profile. Even though there's no RGB shine through, there's still per key RGB illumination. The backlight is adjustable through the web UI titled Melgeek Hive. You get all the modern day conveniences of keyboard customization along with all the HE options. You probably wouldn't think this keyboard is super gamer oriented due to the minimalist vibe it puts off, but you do get a slew of HE options like you would with a Wooting keyboard. Custom actuation points, rapid trigger, SOCD, it's all there. I have to say, this is possibly one of the best UIs I've seen for customizing a keyboard. This is second only to Wu-Tang. One of the coolest features I've seen that no one else is doing yet is the Pro Player Profile section. You select a pro player from a list and it loads up all their rapid trigger settings. I think this is just so freaking cool. Currently, only Team Dragon Ranger, also known as DRG, is available, and I'm not into esports, so I had to look them up, but they're a professional Valorant team based in China. This is the early steps of sharing professional user settings, and I really can't wait to see what comes next. And I gotta say, I put the time into this board using it for gaming, and it worked really well. It does pull up to 8K hertz. If you think that makes a difference, it doesn't. But I was very impressed with how tactile the board responded using the custom HE settings. The switches are TTC Com Minis. They're super small and super adorable. They require 34 gram force to actuate and have a very short travel distance of 2.8 millimeters. Wow. That's something I definitely noticed when gaming with them. It took a bit to get used to, but once I did it, I hardly noticed the travel distance. So the Melgeek Made Air 68. For $150, you're getting a lot of modern features, specifically for gamers, in a well-designed, rugged chassis with a standard 2-year warranty, and I'd say that's a fair market price for what you're getting. It's clear to me that the target market for this keyboard are gamers who are seeking a sleek, minimalist keyboard without giving up any modern features that we've been spoiled by over the past few years. And on that front, the Melgeek Made 68 Air delivers. My biggest criticism is the flat typing profile, and again, that's something that's personal preference, guys. So what's good for me may not be good for you. For me, flat typing profiles cramp up my wrists pretty bad, which is one of the reasons why I don't enjoy typing on a laptop. And if I had to compare the typing experience of this keyboard to something, it would be just that. It's like you're typing on the highest quality laptop keyboard you can buy. I'm genuinely impressed on what the Made Air 68 offers at such a reasonable price. So if you're somebody who's looking for a low profile magnetic gaming keyboard, then you might want to try this one out. And I'm pretty sure you can check it out at a Micro Center if you happen to live near one. Let's wrap this up with a quick sound test. Let me know in the comments what you think. How does it sound to you? As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, GG.